Welcome back, everyone, to episode 7, and what I believe is going to be the last episode of my Soul Blazer Longplay. I did a little bit of research in between the episodes to find out where the 4 remaining emblems are. We have to go back to the water area, which is called St. El's. There are 2 in the Mountain of Souls area, and 1 in Leo's laboratory, and I do know how to get all 4 of them, so this should go fairly quickly, and then we can move on to the final area. Oh, I forget every time. Elemental mail does not give you oxygen, so you have to put on that bubble armor. So what we needed to do, and I failed to do so, is there was a dream that you kept seeing a portal in that I couldn't get to. That's over here. Somewhere on this wall here. It's not that. I think it's somewhere further up, but it is along the edge of the wall here. We may not be able to get to it. I may have to go back to a dream and see if there's a way to get a character out of the way to activate that one portal that I need to hit. Because I've killed the enemy in the area. I just need to get to their lair. Which I'm still missing somehow. See, it's right down there. It's right in here somewhere. So let's go find the sleeping character in the town that I'm missing and try to activate the portal they're sitting on top of. Yes, I know. Still don't know what I was supposed to do with that pearl. I don't think I ever used it. Or maybe if I give it to them, they'll get out of the way. So it was a dolphin I needed to talk to. Let's see if we can find the right one. It's not that one. Oh, that might be it right there. Always have the same dream. Isn't that strange? No? No, that's the one that dreams about the boy in the ghost ship with his father. So there's another one we got to talk to somewhere in here. Used to be 4 mermaid statues. Okay, you don't help me. She just gives you herbs. He's moving, so it's not him. Maybe I gotta go down into the tunnel where the dolphin was. Louie. Bingo. Alright, so let's put on the dream rod. Yeah, because I was wondering why nothing was happening here, and I think the key is I have to give him the pearl in the dream in order to get what I'm looking for, but maybe that's not it. Can I push him out of the way? No? That pearl! Yes, I was going to present that pearl. This is the coral reef. I have missed this place. There we go. Popped it open. Hey, didn't I meet you in my dream? Yes, you did. So now we can go back to that area. There's a portal right next to it, so we don't have to walk all the way back. Ooh, excuse me, the long way. And that'll save me a little bit of time. So we're in a secret cave, and there should be 4 chests up here. One of them contains the emblem once we finish off these guys. Oh, you know what? I don't need the spirit sword anymore. Let's put on this one. Get out of here. There we go. There's the emblem. I think one of these has nothing in it. Yeah. Yet again, the game just kind of giving an FU. I'm very much certain at this point that the Japanese release had some items that got removed from the game in the US version. What did they do? I don't know. But let's go ahead and get out of here. And head to the Mountain of Souls. As soon as I figure out how to get there, we'll just go back this way. And we are done in St. El's, and we never have to hear this stupid song again. This is how we were supposed to get out of here. Oop. Come on. Oh, what? Get out of here. Alright, so now let's head to the next area. This one was a little more devious than any of the others. The first one that we'll go for is actually in the town, and it's hidden underneath a secret passage right here. How did you get in? Here, I'll give you this. I've received the Master's Emblem E. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to walk by one of the edges of the map here and see this secret area that you can't get to, and surmise from seeing it that you can walk through the wall somewhere, but I don't know if I ever even remember seeing him. And then the last one is something where a person you had saved or talked to in a dream mentions there's something you can find in a little corner of the map somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out which one it is. It's going to be a spot kind of like this right here. Go down south a little bit. Bingo. There we go. So we got 3 of them. 1 left. Let's just go to Dr. Leo's laboratory. That's where the last one is located. As soon as I remember where that portal was, I think it's up. Here we go. Alright. We're almost done. Move on. Dr. Leo's lab. This is probably the easiest of all of them. And another situation where the game really did not give you any idea how to find it. So basically, it's right here. You push him out of the way. There it is. Now what I did not do is I did not look where I need to go to turn this in. I want to say it was the second area. I think it might be a good spot to stop real quick and look it up just to see where I gotta go to turn over that item. Okay, yep, that's all I gotta do. Just go to the second area, and there should be a deer that I can talk to that gives me the item. Or excuse me, it's not even a deer, it's a gem that the deer released. This one right here. Nub, you collected all 8 emblems. I will now give you the magic bell. You have fought well. So now I can use the... oh, there it is. Use this, and I can now blast away with magic all I want with absolutely no repercussions to my gem count. But that's not what we're here to do. We are here to go fight Deathtoll. And this item will be useful for a couple of seconds maybe, and then I'll probably swap to the bracelet that we found in Magridd Castle. Here we go. The 6 stones started to shine and were swallowed into the aurora. Aurora Borealis! Every time, man. Every time I hear it, I gotta say it. I think this is supposed to be God speaking again, or the Master. Nub, the gate to the world of evil finally opened. But you need the Phoenix's help to defeat Deathtoll. When the Phoenix joins you, the Palace of Deathtoll will appear in the world of evil. Nub, try to find the 3 symbols. Well, one of them is here, and they did a terrible job of messaging that. We gotta fight 8 monsters in this area, and one of them is going to have a very important item that we need to survive. Oh, I got bubble armor on still. Don't make that mistake. There's some tough enemies in this area, so you gotta be careful. Oh, good. Perfect time for health. Nope. Ding, 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 ding. The beats are simple, maybe not the most involved in the world, but they're effective. Come on. Alright, so there's 4 left in this area. This may be what I need for the next part of the map. One of these chests. I don't think you can leave this area safely without finding... Nope, still haven't found it yet. It's a suit of armor. That might be it right there. I'm going to say that a dozen times. Oh, that might be it. Oh, no, there it is. Is it that one? Oh, that one there. I guess just pop the 2 statues. Yeah, there are no portals that save people in this area. You're simply fighting the final boss, so all these just open pathways in the map. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the bracelet. I want that extra damage. Not too worried about my gem count at this point. Oh, come on! Hit it. There we go. And see, you have to go back to the portal for this area to get to that chest, and I think that is the one I have to have in order to advance. Told you I was going to keep saying it. Here we go. It's awful nice of Deathtoll to have a private chamber just for the master's servants. Oh no, never mind. This is the item that we need to create the Phoenix. So let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. We have to go back to the Mountain of Souls and talk to the Dwarf King. I don't know if he has an actual name other than the King. Is it this way? It's to the bottom of the map. Yes, here we go. Hey, guess what, guys? I got it. You made it. Nub, I shall call the Phoenix. Ring, 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 ring. Ahoy, hoy. Not sure what spinning in a circle does to get the magic Phoenix for me, but whatever. High above in the sky, a beautiful voice could be heard. I am the Phoenix. I live on the Mountain of Souls. I will help you revive the world and protect the peace. As soon as I was called, Deathtoll moved into position. Or this part of the map already existed. You know, either way. Nub, return to the world of evil with the Phoenix. If you equip Soul Blade and Soul Armor, the Phoenix will be able to help you. This is the final battle, the battle with Deathtoll. Please come back alive. So in order to actually use the Phoenix, we have to equip the final 2 pieces of equipment that we find in the game. We have not gotten either of them yet, so we cannot use it until we get those 2 pieces of equipment. And it is very useful, so that is something that once you get it, you want to equip it. It's basically like a beam sword, a la Legend of Zelda. Alright, let's get moving. So there were no more dungeons left in this area, but there was an exit north. I guess we don't need the armor just yet, but we will have to have it before we get in the third area. They only showed it very briefly, but there was a background of like evil spirits that you could see kind of phasing in and out of existence. That damages you if you walk through it without the soul armor, whatever it's called. Ouch! Forgot all about that thing. And like that, you little behemoth-like monster. Get you. How many we gotta fight here? Oh, 3. There's not very many enemies to fight in these areas. Try to get a position just right between the 2 of them for when I pop it. Got it. As much fun as that is to use, I think I'm going to swap back to Magic Flare. We might have missed a magic somewhere. I don't know which one it is, but honestly, I wasn't going to use it. There's one of the pieces of equipment we need. Again, I keep saying that, and I don't know for certain if that is it. Now, as odd as this sounds, you can actually destroy these walls once you have the sword that they want you to pick up in this area. Go. I think this was the last one, wasn't it? For this map? Yep. So now we should be able to get the last items in this area. You do have to do a little bit of block wall dodging. I don't know what these things are supposed to be. The correct word is nuisances. I just got through it. I'll tank the hit. There we go, soul armor. Let's go ahead and put that on. Enables you to walk in space, is what they say it does. Not quite. It just makes it so you don't take damage in the next area that we're about to walk into. This part here. Yeah, see, every time that happens, you take damage, so you have to get rid of those. Or you have to have the armor on, or else you'll die just from taking hits that you can't dodge. Alright, we are getting close to the sword. Which will be a nice pickup because we can stop dodging these things. So you can make it. Oh, I got it. Oh, no. I got one layer left. Alright, just tank the damage. We're almost out of here. There we go. The Soul Blade. So let's go ahead and put that on. And now that we have the ability to use it, let's go ahead and put on Phoenix. And with Phoenix, we can now do nothing, because apparently I'm not leveled up enough. Oh no. I have to level up one more time in order to use it. Alright, well, we got close. I don't know how much more experience we need in order to get the final level. We may have to go do a little bit of farming if we don't get it from killing this one enemy here. I don't recall dodging any enemies, so this is interesting. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now we can use it. Now we can do this. Yeah. Again, every time you shoot it, it costs you, 2 points. I had said 1 before. So, we're all done. All we gotta do now is take out the final boss of the game. I'll save here. Probably won't really be that difficult. Yep, we'll go ahead and continue. Now, if you do find that the final boss is a little bit difficult for you and you're having trouble fighting him, you can kill these and they give you experience points, so you can level up a couple of times more just to pad your stats. Really, all you're getting out of leveling at this point is you gain 1 point of health for each time you level. So, better than nothing, but you can also use that to, I guess, farm some gems, because they drop more than the tiny ones. They drop the middle and large ones, but let's go ahead and do the final boss. Yeah, we'll leave the super bracelet on. Might switch to the medical herb if we need it. The poor creature that I can't even say it. The poor creature that repeats transmigration of the soul and cannot die. I will put you in a deep sleep. So, I've already complained about it a couple of times in this long play. It's pretty clear here that the guy that was in charge of translation had no idea what they were trying to convey in Japanese for this. And he literally just wrote it down and said, nah, it's good enough. They'll figure it out when they're playing it. The poor soul that does something transmigration of the soul and cannot die, I will put you in a deep sleep. What are they trying to say? The sentence made no sense. They should have had someone else look over the text and go, no, this is what they're trying to say. He's almost done. But of course, being the final boss, this is just the first form. There are multiple forms. Some people believe being constantly reincarnated means everlasting suffering. Being alive is suffering for some creatures. You will find out what I mean. So what you have to do here is just get rid of his little fire pillars. He will open his mouth. You take a couple shots at him. Rinse and repeat. This is also a way to make sure you have the gems necessary to hit him if you somehow run out. Oh, I thought I had it. There we go. Ah! Come on. Make me burn a medical herb to do this. Uh-oh. I may have to. Yep, let's go ahead and swap real quick. I don't know, you're fine. Okay, go ahead and swap back to the super bracelet. He's gotta be getting close. Game's not that cruel. Still not going down. Got him! There we go. That's game. And now we get to revisit all the towns that we had been in previously and hear the very slow text crawl of every town leader's thoughts on what we've accomplished. Finally, Nub defeated Deathtoll. Suddenly, Nub heard a small voice. I don't know who the we is. Nub, we decided to stay here and seal the world of evil. Maybe it's the stones? I don't know. The world of evil is a dark world that exists in the back of creatures' minds, and also in the mind of Thor. That was a terrible movie. As long as there are inventions in this world, the same thing will happen. I will stay and try to stop as much as possible. You are still young. You should experience more. If you figure out reasons for all feelings, all connections, and existences, you will be wise like the master. Nub, get going. Again, who is talking? The world of evil began to disappear. Maybe it's the souls that are spinning around because I think they disappear here. Yeah, that might be it. Nub, you made it. All the creatures have been saved. Every last one. Thanks to you. You're missing a comma there. Why don't you go and see the world and all its creatures? I think this is supposed to be the master talking. Hey, why don't you do a world tour and go talk to all the people you saved? You finally made it. First of all, let me say thank you. Thank you. I started to think of many things. Oh, good. I know this may sound strange, but in the human world, if a person kills one man, he is a murderer. However, if a person kills 100, then he is praised as a hero. No, I think that's a serial killer is what you're thinking of. I became a king by this theory, but I always felt lonely. Even if I had many men and beautiful women around me, I felt alone. Now I realize no man can live by himself. Well, yeah, because you're the king. I am going to spend all the money I receive from Deathtoll to construct and build a great town. I'm pretty sure the town's already built. This is my way of compensating the people I helped defeat. But I also want to build a town where people won't have anything to fear. And they can begin to believe in themselves. Nub, thank you very much. I will build statues of you and Dr. Leo in the center of town. I promise to tell every generation about your accomplishments. Nub, you made it. Dr. Leo can pass away peacefully. We tools exist to be used by human beings. You're a doll, not a tool. We are happy if we're helpful to the humans. You're going to hit things like with the head of her body like a hammer. And we heard if they use us in the wrong way. Even though we would like to tell them not to use us the wrong way, we cannot. This is very painful. Okay, maybe he is using those little dolls as sex dolls, but Dr. Leo understood her feelings. No, he didn't if he was using her as a sex doll. The tools Dr. Leo used must have been happy. And maybe needed to be washed. Oh, you're back. Well, I wasn't worried, but Gnome was really worried about you. Gnome, say something. He's gonna go, weak, weak. The king is such a thoughtless man. Dr. Leo has passed away. I miss him very much. There are creatures that only get 1 year to live. I don't know what that side was, where he was like, the king is a thoughtless man. The value of life depends on the number of days spent with fulfillment. Maybe Dr. Leo's life was more fulfilled than many others. So does that mean the king of the Mountain of Souls is still kind of a dick? Nub, thank you very much. Peace is returned here to St. El's. The dolphin Lou used to live with Dr. Leo. It's strange. Whenever he tells me about Dr. Leo and his daughter, Lisa, I miss them and sometimes find myself crying. And since you live underwater, you never see it because you're crying underwater. Now Dr. Leo is gone. Lisa must be very lonely. Oh, here comes Lou. He must have heard your voice. What do you have to say, Lou? Ee! Phew. Nub, why did you not visit me? I decided to return to my hometown along with my friends. To tell you the truth, I am to be married. Hey, Lala, come in here. What do you have to say, Lala? Ee! Don't you think she is beautiful? No, I'm human, so I don't want to bang your dolphin wife. We will be happy together. Nub, I wish you luck. Turbo's grave is standing alone. Because, of course, he's dead, so there's not a whole lot of talking I can do with him. When Nub closed his eyes, he tried to imagine Turbo. And then poof, there he was. Like good sleep comes after hard work, good rest comes after an honest life. I will rest well with Dr. Leo. And then he said goodbye. Lisa appears to be sleeping, so let me walk in her room and enter her dream again. I don't think this is terribly heroic. Maybe you should stop doing that, dude. You're not saving the world anymore. Nub, I thought I would meet you here. I am all alone. I know that as time passes, I will stop feeling alone, or lonely, whatever. My father used to tell me the key to happiness lies in patience, not in haste. I don't know whether you are an angel or human, but I must ask you to do me a favor. I will not ask you to stay with me. Only promise me you will return someday. You could tell me a lie, but I feel our promise will give me hope for the future. Please promise me that you will one day return. They don't give you an option. Come on, pick no. Thank you. I wish this dream would never end. And then it ends. Nub, promise me you will return someday. Some guy's walking by. Are you talking to yourself again, Lisa? No. And here's the return of that song I was talking about before. And a much more detailed image of Lisa in a second here. Grass Valley at sunset, the glistening ocean. The restored world was beautiful. making heavy use of the parallax there. All the creatures stopped and looked at the beauty of the sunset. Yeah, can't you see all of them at the bottom of the screen there? One was with his child, and one was with his friend. Creatures were in awe of the scenery. It's not bad. I like the color blending from a blue to a nice orange sunset. Suddenly, a light ray shot into the sky. However, no one noticed it. It's Mega Man. And there's Lisa in her traditional orange dress that she's been wearing the whole game. Lisa was standing all by herself. Very, very still. She used to feel lonely when she saw the sunset, but now she thinks it is beautiful. And of course, she can see it clearly because she's facing the wrong direction. I'm starting to think she's not too bright. Just like her father changed impossible to possible, Lisa feels she will be happy if she believes. The Staff of Soulblazer. I'm not going to try to read these because they go way too fast. Alright, I think this is a good spot to go ahead and wrap things up. Let's go ahead and do a round of the good, the bad, and the ugly like we do with our standard episodes of Nubs collection. The good is I think the gameplay loop is incredibly solid, and it still remains so to this day, to the point where I don't know why they haven't had more games that play like this. You have a town that's empty. You go into dungeons, kill enemies, you defeat them to the point where you can pop their lair, and then you can recreate the town. I think this is a loop that was repeated in the games Dark Cloud 1 and 2. And other than that, I don't know if there's a whole lot of games that do that. There's equipment to pick up, stats to increase just from leveling up, although it's really just health. It's still a very enjoyable game, if a little bit on the short side. But I think that's to the benefit of the game. I think making it an incredibly long game would have probably hurt the replay value of it, and I think being short makes it a lot more enjoyable. As far as the bad, again, I think the music is hit or miss, and part of that is because this was a fairly early release in the lifetime of the console, so the understanding of the sound tools that you could use in-game were still a little bit rudimentary, so there was a lot of very artificial sounding bass hits in the soundtrack, which weren't great. As far as the ugly, the translation in this game was absolutely garbage. I don't think the story was bad by any means. I mean, it was your traditional fantasy setting, but boy, the translator in this game really did not do a great job. Not to mention all the grammatical errors that there were throughout. Just spelling errors, missing commas and apostrophes, even the occasional word drop, or just poor translation where it didn't make any sense what he was telling you. We'll do the score in a second here. Let's go ahead and wrap up the epilogue. My follower, tell me what is on your mind. I do not know what has happened between you and that girl. However, being attracted to a human means that you have not yet established yourself as a heavenly creature. A year has now passed, but your feelings have not changed. Maybe you should try living as a human being, learning how they live. Be warned, though, once you go down to Earth, you will lose all memory. They don't even give you a choice. You just go down to Earth no matter what. Hey, Turbo. I feel something strange in the air today. What's wrong with me? That's the goat ripping ass over there. Poof. Nub? Is that you? Oh my. I knew you would come back. He's like, who are you? What is wrong? Don't you remember me? And this is the part where I say, no, it's okay. You don't have to worry. I can tell by the look in your eyes. It's me, Lisa, daughter of Dr. Leo, the inventor. Please, don't you remember me? Well, okay. You have never lied to me. We've known each other for 5 minutes, lady. It's just hard to believe you lost all your memory. Alright, I won't ask you again. I guess I have to change my way of thinking. We can create many new and wonderful memories together. Okay, let me introduce myself. I am Lisa. And the goat behind me is Turbo. Come on, Turbo. Say hello. Bleat. He looks like a dog I used to have. Well, that's an ugly dog. That is why I call him Turbo. Come, I will show you around. Hurry up, Turbo. Wiggle, wiggle. And the end. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a review score for this game. We do our score in Randars, 1 to 10 Randars. I'm going to give this a 7. And I think 7 because while the game is an enjoyable loop, again, there are some of those markers of early Super Nintendo design, not only in the music, but also the game length and obviously some of the difficulties in translating the text from English, or from Japanese to English, which hurts the story. I think it's an okay story, but in some spots the translation is pretty rough, and it does make it hard to really understand what exactly is happening, especially towards the end there against the final boss, Deathtoll. I still had a lot of fun playing this game. Again, it is a little bit on the short side. We managed to knock it out in a solid 7 episodes, which I was expecting probably 1 per area of the game that you had to go through, and I pretty much nailed that. So this was a lot of fun. We are probably going to look at Illusion of Gaia as a long play as well. It's going to be a much longer long play because the areas in that game take much, much longer to get through. So if I don't just go through and cut down the episodes and try to edit out some of the moments where I'm just walking in circles trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go next, that would probably be a good game to take a longer look at as well. The story is a lot more... It makes more sense. It's a good way to put it. They had hired someone who did a better job of translating that game than they did this one. Not to mention, that particular game actually has real-life historical sites in it, which will be interesting to see represented in a Super Nintendo game. But that's going to do it for this long play for Soul Blazer. Yeah, I had a great time looking back at it. Not the greatest game in the world, but certainly not the worst one that we will play on this channel by a long shot. So, thanks everyone for watching. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.